Good morning, Facebook family and friends and YouTube subscribers. Today is Monday. You know, I love Mondays. You're all right. Monday, the 22nd, 2014, not 2013. Somebody said I said 2013 in the video. I might have. I need to go back and listen and see that I screw up and say the wrong year. But this is the year of 2014. I think we all know that by now, since it's September the 22nd. This year is about over with. Just a few more months left, and then it's back to the Christmas season. And today is a cool fall day in Atlanta. The first day of fall, if I'm correct. Summer is over. So there is a picture floating around social media of an 11-year-old girl who is pregnant. I saw the picture and it shocked me. It shocked me because an 11-year-old girl being pregnant, I would assume something illegal took place. Not necessarily true, but in my mind, I'm thinking this must be something illegal. I mean, could an 11-year-old boy have gotten an 11-year-old girl pregnant? I guess it's possible. I really don't know. I'm not a medical doctor. So in my mind, I'm thinking that this 11-year-old girl is pregnant by someone older than her. How much older, I really don't know. But to see this picture floating around social media, it really broke my heart, because this 11-year-old kid should not be dealing with the birth of a child. And I'm thinking in my mind, can this 11-year-old child actually have this child without it causing significant harm to her? I just wonder, because she's pregnant and she's proud. She's sure there's a picture of her holding her stomach. I did a little research. I did find out that that truly she is pregnant. I read some stuff, and she's not in prenatal care. I mean, I read a bunch of stuff about her on the internet, and I really don't want to post a link to what I've read because of this child's age. But clearly, something's not right here. How can an 11-year-old girl end up pregnant and somebody not be in jail? Unless the person who impregnated her is her same age. So the question popped up in my mind: when should children start birth control? I was under the assumption that most young girls should start birth control at age 13. That's what I have been told by other people. That 13, 14 years of age, these young women should be put on birth control. Now, most African Americans are not going to agree to that. They ain't going to do it. They're not going to put their kids on birth control at 13 or 14 years of age. They need to. And after seeing this 11-year-old girl who's pregnant at 11, I'm wondering maybe birth control should be started at an even earlier age. I think sometimes I get that people are going to have sex. They've been doing it for years. I'm sure this is not the first 11-year-old girl, nor the last 11-year-old girl who's going to end up pregnant. The question is, when is it okay to put these kids on birth control? When is the right time? Because we also know that birth control does have a significant amount of side effects that take place with these young girls. Like the younger they get on birth control, I understand it can cause problems later on in life. That's what I've read. I'm pretty sure I've read that the younger a young lady's on birth control, it can have significant side effects that can affect her health. So either birth control, or we got to start having some very important discussions about sex at a very early age with these children. Because there is no way, I'm not a father, I don't have any kids. I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to be a parent and your 11-year-old child walks in the door and says she's pregnant, or you find out that child is pregnant. It would be shocking. I probably would fall down and faint. Because now what? Do you take this child and get an abortion? Do you take this child and, what can you do? Do you take this child full term to birth? What happens to this baby? Can this girl even give birth? It's just so many questions about an 11-year-old having a baby. I literally, I may have to just do some research and find out, is it healthy for an 11-year-old girl to have a baby taken go into full-term pregnancy and have this child? Should she just abort this child? A lot of questions. Could this have been avoided is one question I want to know. Could it have been avoided? Could this 11-year-old I'm trying to think, what was I doing at 11 years of age? Well, I most certainly wasn't having sex at 11 years of age. But the world has changed today. Things are so... You have to wonder, how did an 11-year-old girl, how was she able to sneak off and get impregnated by it? It happens. I'm sure it could have probably happened in the playground, at the school, or in a closet in her home. To be 11 years of age and pregnant is scary. And I wonder about this child's future, the unborn child's future, and the mother of this child. What happens next? Does the state get involved in stuff like this? Are the police involved? When you walk into a doctor's office for prenatal care and they look at this 11-year-old child who's pregnant, do they pick up the phone and call 911? They need to, and get to the bottom of what took place to get this 11-year-old girl pregnant. This is sad and shocking to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I can imagine an 11-year-old girl being pregnant in this day and age. I guess, I don't know, shocking. And I really do think law enforcement should be involved in this situation with this young child, because something's not right here. Who's the father of this child, and how old is that individual? Because something's just not sitting too well in my soul about an 11-year-old child who's pregnant. And I look at these pictures, I'm looking at all these comments all over social media, and I'm reading the links, and I'm just thinking, did somebody call the police and get DFACS or the Department of Family and Human Services? Did somebody call anybody? Something needs to be done. This child needs to be correctly identified, and the proper authorities need to be involved, because this is child abuse in the worst way. It's heartbreaking. I don't understand it. I pray that someone will be able to get this child the proper help and get her to the proper authorities so that she can get this situation resolved. Because it's very sad. No 11-year-old child should be walking around pregnant, about to give birth to a baby, and they can't even take care of themselves. Something is just totally messed up with this situation, and very heartbreaking, at least to me. I don't know, some of y'all might think, oh, it's no big deal. This is a huge deal to me, to see an 11-year-old child pregnant. I'm sure it's happened before, and I'm sure it has happened again, but it's still shocking to me. In my 44 years walking earth, I ain't never heard of no such foolishness, but I don't know. I'm sure it's happened, and it's going to continue to happen. Anyway, if you hear that noise in the background, I'm over there boiling my eggs, getting ready for breakfast. I don't know what I'm going to prepare. I got all this fruit. I was going to do a smoothie, but I'm kind of feeling like some grits, sausage, and eggs. We'll see. Anyway, if you like my videos, please click like. Give me your opinion on today's topic about an 11-year-old girl who's pregnant. What in the world is going on in the society today? Who's at fault? Who's to blame here? Anyone? I don't know. It's confusing to me. I may have to lay down after I do this video, just think this through. It's like, what in the hell is going on? Anyway, glad it ain't my child. Anyway, I'm out. Enjoy your Monday. And get out and do something productive with your life and enjoy life. I'm out of here. Bye.